challenging, but it's completely achievable if you have the right mindset and approach. You don't need to be an expert in finance. You don't need a magic formula, and you don't need to come from a rich family. All you need is a plan, consistency, and the belief that you can actually do it. So if you're serious about transforming your financial future, stick with me. I'm going to walk you through the key steps that will help you achieve millionaire status in just 12 months. Let's dive in. Number one, the power of decision. What if today was the day everything changed? What if right now you made a decision so powerful that it set your entire life on a new course? I'm talking about the kind of decision that wakes you up in the morning with a purpose, the kind that makes you feel alive because you know you're finally heading in the direction you've always dreamed of. That's the power of decision. You see, everything starts with a decision, not a wish, not a someday plan, a real, definitive, no turning back decision. And the truth is, most people never make one. They talk about what they want. They dream about it. But when it comes down to making that commitment, planting their feet and saying, this is it, I'm doing this no matter what, they hesitate, they hold back. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect circumstances, or some external force.
Woo! Rise and shine, dreamers. Another blessed and grateful day. We are over here back in town. I apologize. We're in Miami for a couple days. We've been running around business back-to-back meetings. I didn't even really have some time to go ahead and get on to do the Rise and Shine, but we are back in action. It is great to see everybody. Shane, Talina, Cedric, Johnny, Bobby in the building. Yes, we are exploding for the month of February coming in 2025. It's been an incredible start to the year so far, and also seeing all the momentum. Go ahead and give yourselves a pat on the back because I'm seeing the growth, I'm seeing the transformation, and I know we are just warming up because we've got March Madness coming in here in a couple of weeks. So it's going to be huge next 30, 60, 70 days as we come into Baltimore, Maryland for convention. So I love it, fam. Let's go ahead and get into today. Today's topic is going to be a good one, and today we're going to be talking about this is good. About action shows what we believe in. You see, people can tell me I believe all the time, but we always know there's a big difference between talking about it and actually walking the walk, right? We know a lot of people who can talk it, but very few actually back it up with movement. And I know the feeling. I know what it's like, but it's a whole different level of frequency to actually go from putting one toe in the water to actually putting both feet, 10 toes inside of this thing to really see what it is that we can achieve. So let's go ahead and get into today, fam. Let me know, what is everybody grateful for? Let's get some energy. Let's get some frequency in the chat. And today's going to be super short and sweet. I know we've got a lot going on. We've actually got our team call coming in tonight. It's going to be a fantastic one with a special guest, possibly. So here we go. Action shows what we believe in. You can really see somebody's belief when you look at their level of action. So, good question to ask for today. We say we believe, but what does the action look like? We believe. Here we go. Awesome IG. Happy Wednesday. It's good to see you. Grateful to be alive. Grateful for God. Thankful for each and every single one of you because collectively, teamwork makes the dream work. So glad to have met a couple of you out in Miami. Yes, it's great to see you. And I'm excited for what is here and on the way. A lot to be grateful for. Kylis, what's going on, brother? Here we go. Number one, grateful for Shane's getting in the workout. Cedric's getting it in. I love to see it, man. You guys are outdoing me. I feel like I haven't hit the gym in decades. Been on the road. I gotta get back in there. I'm slacking. So, love it. First things first. When we're talking about and this is actually from Jim Rohn, this is coming from Bob Proctor, and a little bit actually is coming from Brian Carruthers. He gave us a little talk about this. We were actually on the cruise. He pulled us aside, and he asked us a couple different questions, and he was talking about exactly that. He was talking about belief, and he said, you know what? I can look back on my journey, and I can look at my success, and I remember a point in period in time where at the beginning of my business, I was a little bit skeptical, right? He was worried about what other people thought. He wasn't taking a lot of action. And in fact, believe it or not, he was actually a little bit timid. The legend himself, the great Brian Carruthers, yes, he was talking about even himself. He was a little bit timid when he was starting his business. But there's a couple of different things that gave him a different level of belief, okay? One of the things that gave him a different level of belief was actually finding a real mentor. You see, he got introduced to a guy by the name of Paul J. Meyer. And if you don't know who Paul J. Meyer is, this is a beyond influential individual. He's actually a billionaire, and he became one of Brian Carruthers' direct mentors. And it taught him a couple of different things. Number one, it taught him about the power of belief. It taught him about the power of being able to go out, and it's one thing to say that we want to achieve things, but it's a whole different level to really believe it. Because when you know you can do it, when you know what we're capable of, the action begins to follow. And I'm going to tell you guys how we get more belief, how we get more confidence is by doing the reps. I can go back and look at so many different pieces of my journey, and none of it I was very good at. I wasn't good at speaking. I was terrible with social media. In fact, I was just talking about it yesterday. When I started social media to get into the business side, I would literally go on Google and I would take lion pictures with the quotes on it. And that's how I started to shift. That's how my belief began, because I knew there was a way, but I just needed to start. So I started realizing, well, okay, if social media is one of the biggest millionaire tools for free, maybe I should start using it. And I started building a brand. I started putting myself out there. And here's the thing. My videos sucked at the beginning. I was stuttering. It took me 39 takes to go ahead and make it, but I always understood. We can either sit back and wonder what if, or we can just start putting it out and grow as we go. And that's exactly what happened. So going back and looking at the action that I've been able to take, my belief wasn't there at the beginning. My best friends couldn't see what I saw. My family was telling me this is never going to work. So how did I really go ahead and get that belief? Okay. That belief came from calling my mentor, going to events, asking questions. And I started to see that there's a lot of stories that are just like me. Some people who had no money, some people who took a trip to go out to an event and they snuck in. Oh, we're actually closed right now. I'm sorry.
Oh. All right, when do you open?
We're actually closed for good now.
Oh.
Yes.
You don't have any product you want to give away?
They're for Key West. Appreciate you though. I'm actually on the call right now though. Thank you.
All right.
So here's the thing. Okay, when it comes to belief and when it comes to really go ahead and getting into a different level of what we're normally used to doing, here's where it starts. What is one piece of action that we can take today that we might be a little bit nervous to take? It could be making a phone call. It could be actually, matter of fact, Laura hit me up. She's like, hey, we have a Super Saturday going on here in Arizona. How do I get bold? How do I take more action? Because she said, I believe in this thing, but I'm ready to go ahead and get out in the field. You know what she did? She literally she created her own flyer. She's going to go and she's going to go to Staples. She's going to go print out 50 to 100 flyers, and she's going to go start passing them out. She's taking action that she's not normally used to taking. Why? Because her level of belief. You see, she was so timid. She was so afraid to talk to and reach out to other people before she actually met us in person. But when she came out to Florida, she literally, I can see it, a whole new skin shed for Laura. She's so excited. She's making videos every single day. She's doing 3-ways. She's making new connections. She's literally getting these flyers printed so she can personally hand them out to people. And this is coming from a single mom that has never done this type of business, super, super introverted, and her whole life has changed by getting around a like-minded group. And you know what? Matter of fact, I want to show you guys this because it just downloaded to me. I would rather show you so you can actually see what it looks like for somebody that is nervous, that has insecurities, that doesn't know the complete outcome. But you know what? She said, I'm going to take a flight. I'm going to go from Arizona. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to get around Brian Carruthers. I'm ready to ask questions and change my life. And she booked her ticket on her last dollar. She came out here, and guess what? A couple days after she got home, she just smacked manager. She just smacked manager. Can I get some 5 down below? I'm telling you, it is such an impactful, incredible, inspiring story. And we have it captured. I literally have the moment where she met Brian Carruthers, and guess what? Her belief changed in this moment. And now when she came back home, guess what? She took more action. Why? Because she had more belief. You see how this works? I'm telling you, I'm giving you real world examples on how this actually ties in. I'm not giving you theory. I'm giving you tactics that we've been able to use, and we have real people with real results experiencing this. So check this out. Here's Laura. Look at this. She texted me this morning. She's like, D, look at this. Super Saturday. Good morning. I'm going to promote this coming Super Saturday in AZ. I made these flyers, but do you think they could be stronger? I said, blessed day, queen. It looks amazing. Let's go out and spread the word. She's fired up. She's excited. I'm telling you, it's so incredible to see. I made her some clips that she can use to post. Look at this Brian Crothers video. Watch this.
So, BC, how important is it for anybody to take action in their business, to take a risk for themselves?
Flying from Arizona to Orlando to come to an event to learn how to build your business, and that's what it takes. Yeah, just whatever it takes, right? And a lot of times, big decisions are made at big events or destination events. Some people are not even willing to drive down the street to an event if it's local. Some people are not even willing to get on the computer and get on the Zoom, but yet you got on a plane and flew across the country seeking information, seeking knowledge, seeking gain, brand associations, mentors, and environment. That's what she's going to have here tomorrow.
Get your book now.
What's that?
Is that
Get that book now. Yeah.
How freaking cool is that? Made her a nice little video. Woo! Hey, drop some 777. You guys want to have me get Miss Laura on here so you can hear her story, you can hear her belief, you can see how everything changed in one weekend. And that's all it takes. I tell you guys all the time. Sometimes it takes one call, one person, one weekend to completely change the outlook on our life. So you know what? We're going to do that. I'm going to get Miss Laura on here so you can actually hear her story, her testimony from, again, what a perfect individual to hear from somebody new in the business, completely shifted her paradigm. And now her level of action is on a different level because her belief has shifted. So at the end of the day, fam, I want to give you guys a perfect example of how you can see a normal average testimony, just like you and I, about the power of belief and what happens when we get that belief, the action that follows with that. So fam, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you got a little bit of value for today. We're over here at the office. So if you guys are local, if you have anybody that you want to go ahead and link up with, feel free to reach out. There's never any questions that you guys should feel afraid to ask, right? We say it all the time. If you're not bothering us, you're bothering us. We got your back. And remember, fam, we can be, do, and have anything. We can hold it in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Have a blessed day, fam. And let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. It's game time. Let's grow.